Hello, my name is Owen Clark. The title of my speech is Not an Acid Lake, and the purpose of my speech is to educate my audience on the bizarre nature of one of the most toxic lakes in the world, Lake Natron. I will start my speech by reminding my audience that nature can be very bizarre, and even the most inhospitable places on Earth can still bring life to it. Lake Natron is incredibly toxic for humans and animals. The alkaline of the water has a pH that can reach as high as 10.5, and which means it can burn skin and eyes of creatures that aren't adapted to its environment. The lake evaporates very quickly too, which leaves behind natron, hence the name, where Lake Natron gets its name. And Lake Natron is a form of sodium carbonate. In addition to its harmful mineral composition, Lake Natron also maintains a very high temperature. The lake can reach as high as 104 degrees Fahrenheit or like 40 degrees Celsius, and that's because the lake is surrounded by hot springs, with mineral-rich hot springs that run into the lake. Although the lake has been proven to be inhospitable for most creatures, the lake still serves as an important location for a select few animals. One major animal is the lesser flamingo. They use the lake as a breeding ground once every few years when the conditions are right. Now, when those conditions are right, the lake forms salt crystal islands that the flamingos use as areas to build their nests, and the lake that surrounds those salt crystal islands acts as a moat and protects the prevents predators from getting to their young. Lesser flamingos also have tough skin, and it's tough enough to tolerate the high salt concentration of the lake. Certain species of tilapia fish also reside within the lake. However, they only are able to live in the streams that run into the lake, those streams that come from the hot springs. But they cannot live directly in the lake. They can only live in areas that border the lake. Lastly, Lake Natron also supports life to algae and some certain types of bacteria. Algae grows on the outer edges of the lake because the inner parts of the lake are just too toxic for anything to grow there. However, cyanobacteria, they relish in the center lake, and that's why the lake gets its red hue, because when the cyanobacteria photosynthesize their own food, it produces a red pigment, which is an accessory to that photosynthesis. Some interesting facts about the lake. The lake is located in Tanzania, Africa. Currently, the Tanzanian government has reinstated plans to mine the lake for soda and other chemicals to create glass and detergent. And the natron that is produced in the lake actually acts as a natural preservant. It was once used by ancient Egyptians for mummification, and when animals die in the lake, their corpses are slowly kind of turned to stone, and the sodium carbonate outlines their body, which gives it a petrified look. In conclusion, Lake Natron is one of the most unique bodies of water on Earth. It is an incredibly harsh environment and makes it very difficult for life to flourish there. However, some creatures still find a way to occasionally call it home. Even though it's in a hospitable environment, it needs to be protected from outside influence. Thank you.